Calculating ARV and running numbers in your wholesale real estate business is a common mistake a lot of beginners make. In today's video, I'm going to sit down with you all, share my screen, and show you all exactly how to comp properties in wholesale real estate in 2026. We're going to go over ARV, which stands for after repair value, also go over repairs and the final price that you want to purchase the property for or put the property under contract so you can sell to a cash buyer. All right, how to run comps in wholesaling real estate. So number one is to find ARV to wholesale real estate. You can look on PropStream, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor for the estimated value. Not always accurate. And if you're interested in PropStream, you can use my link down below. I'll put a link in the description if you all are interested. But on PropStream, type in the address and you look at the estimated value. But first, let's go over the free ways to find ARV. So ARV is the market value of the house after it's all fixed up. What is it worth? So what I'm going to do, I'm just here on Zillow and I looked up TLC properties that need some work. So you can see houses like this need work. And so that's what I put. This house needs work. And so what I'm going to do right here is that, for example, this house is 118,000 right here, 133. And so these are houses that you can definitely renovate and flip in these areas. This is 99,000. Now these are some rougher areas. I know they're asking for 190,000, but we're not going to really look at that because this property is 1,500 square feet, right? And it's only 2 beds, 1 bath. Why is it this big and it only has 2 beds and 1 bath, right? A 3-bed, 2-bath can fit in this same square footage. So if an investor really wants this house, they can offer less and then add a bedroom, add a bathroom, and it'll reach the comps of a 3.2, right? So for this example, let's just imagine this says 3 beds, 2 baths, because this is already super high. So let's ignore that. So we'll look for houses that are 3.2 in this area. So let's say, for example, you're wholesaling this house, you're talking to the seller, and they want 190,000, right, for a 3-bed, 2-bath property around 1,500 square feet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look up this address on Zillow like we're here. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to open up the map that they have, and I'm going to click lot lines. And then from here, you can see different numbers around of sold properties, properties for rent and whatnot. And then what I will do, I will just click it and I'll just see if they're comparable. So for example, you can click this house right here. It says 300,000. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to click it, and I see this house is 2 beds, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet. So it is actually 2 beds. Interesting, and it's sold for $300,000, right? And so that other house is they're asking for 190,000. Right? Now this has more square footage and it has another bath, right? But let's imagine that the other house is a 3.2. This would be a comp, right? It's comparable to what you're looking at. So you'll write down 300,000 as one of your market value homes in the area. Another way that you can do it is just if we go back to that house, right? And we look at the address right here. Now this is key. So you see where this area is at. I'm trying to remember, okay, there's Mission View Avenue right here. So they're around here, okay? So what I'll do is I kind of remember around 1,500 square feet, and we're comping it as a 3.2. So what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to go to the house that we were looking at, which is right here. And then I'm going to remove boundary, and I'm going to draw a line. Just like a line around here. And then I'm just going to apply. And then I'm going to go to sold homes. And then, of course, 2 beds, at least 1 bath, home type. I just want houses. So I'm going to delete all those. And then I'm going to go to square footage. So at least 1,200. 1250 because we had around 14. So I'm just going to look at newest, or what you can actually do here, go down sold within the last 6 months, 12 months, right? And so you can do 12 months right here, or let's make it even less. Let's do last 6 months. And so you see here, this is 4 bedrooms, so this is outside our comp. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the maximum square footage at 17 because ours was at 1500. So within this is comparable. This is within comp. So 4 beds, I don't want, so this is a comp right here, 270,000 is sold. So that other houses, they're selling for 190,000. For another 4.2, another 3.2, another 3.2 to 300. So they're around the 300 price range. Now, if we really want to boil it down and use exactly 2 beds to see what they have, we have this right here. So let's see, 2 beds, 1 bath. There was a 2 bed, 1 bath right here. It sold for $280,000, right? Because our house was around here somewhere, and this is a comp that sold last year, similar square footage, 2 beds, 1 bath, and it sold for 280,000. And we see that it's renovated, it's staged. So a 2 bed, 1 bath can actually sell for 280,000. We saw some 3.2s selling for 300, 310, right? So it's crazy how much the market has risen. So that would be my market value for that 2-1, right? Around 280,000. That's how you use free services like Zillow Realtor. And I hope you all take notes and everything. Now on PropStream, all right, so now I'm back on PropStream. I'm going to go back to that house that we were looking at. All right, and so I'm just going to put up this address. And this is the good thing about PropStream is that you get so much more tools. And obviously you get more tools if you're paying for it. So once again, use my link down below. You get a 7 free day trial. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at what they estimate the value to be. They estimate the value to be at $230,000 as is. And this property does need some renovation, some cleanup and everything. Make it look nice and pretty. So even right now, they're selling it for $190,000. There's a $40,000 equity play on it. Now let's go right here, comps and nearby listing. So from here, what I'm going to do is, yeah, they put, okay, date range from here to here, sold status, and they do all of that. And they, let's say maximum bedrooms, 3 bedrooms max. Right? And so that drops it down to 265. Now, let's say 2 bedrooms. What does it drop it down to? 213, so it's even lower. So, for example, let's say this was a 3.2, right? Because you could possibly find some 3.2s around here for 200,000. They're saying the ARV, the market value, the average sale price was around 265. All right? And this is looking within a half a mile distance. So that's essentially how you find after repair value. That's the market value of this property. Now, that's this is a paid version, and the other version was a free version. So hopefully that will help. Now let's go into running other comps, right? For real estate wholesaling, you can also search up your properties assessor's website to look at what they are estimated at. So I can look up that property on the county's website and just see what they estimated, because counties do that in order to calculate property taxes. Okay, and look at recently renovated homes in the area, homes sold using PropStream sites like Zillow. So that's what we did. Now, repairs. Do not get stuck at this calculating the repair costs to wholesale the property. Beginners, wholesalers overthink this too much. You all overthink this too much. Just look at the market value and go as low as you possibly can if it needs repairs. One simple trick, this doesn't work all the time, that I would use, I would look at what's the market value. So for example, let's say that house was a 3-bed, 2-bath, and you're looking for 190,000. And then we did some research. After repair value, market value is anywhere from 270 to 300. So let's just say 280. What I would do, I would just go 50% of that. So 50% of 280 is 140,000. So that would be around my offer price, right? And yes, there's repairs, probably needs a new roof, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, all of that. And so when I do that, that makes a whole a big difference with everything. So yeah, that's what I would do. In my area, if a property just needs updating, new carpet, paint updates, maybe some yard work, 25 to 35K for a mid-sized house, around 1,500 to 70. And then foundation and structural can add a range of 10K to 25K more, right? And then this might be actually a little bit more, I would say. These might be around 35 to 45K, honestly, especially if it goes up to 2,000 square feet. So that's what I would say. Might be a little bit more. Now, your offer, you can do the 70% rule. You take the ARV, you multiply it by 70%, you minus the repair costs, and you minus your wholesale fee. Take market value times 50% if no major repairs are needed. So that's what I was explaining to you all. And those would be the main numbers. So for example, let's say we get this house and it's just a cosmetic update. Let's say this house is just a cosmetic update. We don't need to tear off the roof or do whole new subfloors and foundation work or structural issues. It just needs paint, redo the floorings, maybe paint the cabinets or replace them, some light fixtures. That's going to run you around 40K, these days sometimes. And so you can get that done. So what I would do, I would take I will say, okay, my after repair value here is $280,000, right? And you multiply that by 70%. Let's do that. Let's multiply that by 70%. So 280 multiplied by 70% minus 45,000 for repairs. 151. Now let's say you want to make $10,000 minus $10,000. 141,000. Do you see how I just said do 50%? Because it's extremely similar. But sometimes if it's a bigger house or a smaller house, that's why the 50% doesn't work all the time. Because let's say you're dealing with a higher price property. No seller is really going to accept 50%, right? If a house is worth $2 million and it needs $300,000 worth of work, you don't need to get that house at $1 million, right? I mean, you can make a lot of money, but maybe you get the house for a flipper at 1.3 million. You put $200,000 into it. You're in it 1.5. After fees and everything, you sell it for 2 million. You can still profit a good amount, right? And so, but I mean, it's always good to start that low. So those are the different ways that you can find the numbers in wholesaling real estate. All right, you all, hope you all enjoyed this video on how to run your numbers in wholesale real estate. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later.